Folks can hear us okay? We're good. So uh, let's kick this off.
Can't hear you, Raju, if you are speaking. There you are.
ये इंतजार गलत है कि शाम मस्तानी हो जाए, मैं तो कहता हूं कि अभी दौरे जाम हो जाए.
क्या बात.
Welcome to the workshop on Gaiki, the art of singing. My name is Raju Chidambaram. I'm a techie, a music and sports junkie. I'm also the moderator for this workshop. A few housekeeping items. Our workshop will be highly experiential. Our guests have promised to do more music than talk. Our workshop guests are on Zoom, but the Facebook live stream is available on the event page, Gaiki, the art of singing. It's available to anybody, anywhere in the world. You can pose questions for our guest as we go, or you can wait till the end for the Q&A and we'll try and take as many questions as possible. दोस्तों, हारमोनियम का एक बहुत ही खास जगह है बॉलीवुड म्यूजिक में. रोशन साहब ने जब निगाहें मिलाने को चाहा तो उनके साथ हारमोनियम था. लता जी जब लंदन के रॉयल अल्बर्ट हॉल में गा रही थी तो उनके साथ 50 सिम्फनी म्यूजिशियंस थे, लेकिन फिर भी उनके साथ में हारमोनियम पे अनिल मोहिले साहब थे. आज ज़माना बदल गया है, फिर भी आप शीला की जवानी गाना सुनिए. पहले उसमें हारमोनियम बजता है, उसके बाद शीला की जवानी उभर आती है. Our workshop expert who's going to be doing the master class today, Vivek Datar, is a renowned harmonium player and has been teaching in the Bay Area for over 20 years. Apart from classical music, he holds a keen interest in light music, ghazals, Bollywood, and karaoke. He's also an innovator and a technologist. He's the founder of Wow Singers, a singing karaoke platform available on YouTube. And he's also the founder of Riyaspal, an app that runs on your smartphone and helps you do the paltas for different rags or sargam clusters, etc. And finally, please do read his blogs. They're hilarious. They feature Mr. Tal and Mrs. Sur, and they're written for Wow Singers. They're extremely popular. Please welcome Vivek Datar.
Glad to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. So Vivek ji, the subject here is Gaiki, the ornamentations. Dekhiye, Sur and Tal, they are the skeleton of the song. But the ornaments, they bring out the beauty. Can you please share your POV on the ornamentation in Indian music?
Yeah, sure. So in our music, in Indian music, the sur never stands all by itself. It is always in context of something, and that context is usually the rag that it's in, or which way you want to proceed. So there is always that little ornamentation. So I challenge you, for example, you take any of Bismillah Khan Sah's recordings, any of them. He begins with a sa, but that sa is never just standalone. In that sa, he will show two or three other notes right at the beginning. So without ornamentation, our music is like eating food with no masala. It's not possible to. We are Indians, right? We eat masala. We need stuff to be present. नहीं तो बात बनती नहीं है. And I think the best way is I'll just play a song, and I'll play it without ornamentation. It's okay, but it's still not okay. So here it is. बराबर है, लेकिन उसमें बात नहीं बनती. It's not really the way we should be doing our music.
So I'll try as a student, I'll reproduce what I heard.
Perfect.
Okay. So this was like सिर्फ दाल चावल है, उसमें बाकी masala वगैरह नहीं है. It's a straight है. So what I heard you play. So I want to make sure I'm playing the scale here. Was it on D sharp?
D sharp.
So I'll sing the straight version. I think I heard you play. है सान तेरा हो गा मुझ पर दिल चाहता है वो कहने दो मुझे तुमसे मोहब्बत हो गई है मुझे पलकों की छाव में रहने दो. So this is a straight version that I heard you play, or approximation.
Now this is not how our music is at all. Right? It's always comes in the context, and the context for this, and I'll play the way it should be sung or it should be played. That's उसमें बात बनती है. So this is the way it should be done.
ब्यूटीफुल. देखिए विवेक जी, मैं आपके जैसे आई एम नॉट अ डिजाइनर शेफ, लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत अपनी क्षमताओं को ध्यान में रखते हुए आई ट्राई एंड सिंग व्हाट यू जस्ट प्लेड विद योर अनुज. है सान तेरा हो गा मुझ पर दिल चाहता है वो कहने दो मुझे तुमसे मोहब्बत हो गई है मुझे पलकों की छाँव में रहने दो. है सान तेरा हो गा मुझ पर.
अभी इसमें बात बन गई.
तो विवेक जी, आई एम सॉरी, आई वाज सो नर्वस. ग्रीन रूम में जो शख्स हमारे लिए वेट कर रहे हैं, शी इज लाइक द तानपुरा फॉर मी. तो मेरी आवाज नहीं निकल रही थी, फिर भी मैंने कोशिश तो की. सो ठीक है, अभी आपने मसाला तो दिखा दिया, बट विवेक जी, इफ यू कैन अनपैक द रेसिपी कि काली मिर्च क्या है, पुदीना क्या है, कड़ी पत्ता क्या है, and then if you can really unpack these ornaments for us.
Sure, sure. Let's do that. But before I get into that, just as you talked about someone in green room who is like because of whom you are nervous, right? Let me also mention my gurus, right? And I'm doing is because of that. So my gurus were Pandit Vinayak Rao Kale, was a Gwalior Gharana vocalist. I learned many years from him. Now I learn from Seema Shirodkar. Whenever I go to Mumbai, whenever we get a chance, I learn from her. And of course, I have played so much with Veena Tai and Ashwini Tai, and they all are guiding forces behind what we can achieve, right? What I can do. It's all because of them. So
तो आपने बहुत ही अच्छी बात कही, तो I have to acknowledge my classical music teacher too. Pandit Raja Kale is based in Mumbai. He is obviously from the Jitendra Abhisheki Gharana. Many thanks and my namaskar.
yeah, and growing up in Mumbai, like I've been fortunate enough to learn Raja Babu live many times. He was Mumbai based that time and Dongri based actually.
That is awesome. Okay, so the first of the ornamentations, Vivekji.
The first ornament, before we speak of, we can't take all the ornamentation, so we'll take a few. And again, as we go through that, the point that I always tell everybody is in ornamentation and music, 2 plus 2 is 5, 2 plus 2 is not 4. In a sense that ornaments by themselves have a value, and when they are put together, the value is not summation of the ornaments. It actually enhances the beauty many folds. So that's the good thing of our music. So let's talk simply the first one, which is the grace notes, or what we call kansur. So the kan is like, it's always taken context of the swar is played in context of some other note. So that's simply what the kansur is, or kanaswar is. And here I'll play it for you. None of these notes were by themselves. They were always taking somebody's help, right? Some other note's help. So that's how I play a song in this. Where we can always, if you are in trouble, you can always depend on Pandit Ravi Shankar. You can never go wrong, right? So let me play a song. Here it is. What a beautiful song.
Beautiful. हाय रे मो दिन क्यों ना आए. तो विवेक जी, इत्तेफाक की बात है कि जो गाना आपने चुना, the lyrics were penned by Kaviraj Shailendra ji, and we are privileged to have Kaviraj Shailendra ji's son Manoj Shailendra and daughter-in-law Seema Shailendra ji in our audience. So regards to them and namaskar. Thrilled to have you in the audience. तो आपने जनसमोहिनी राग बजाया तो मुझे सिस्टर राग याद आया, कलावती. तो जिस तरह से आपने कंस्वर का उपयोग किया, मैं भी थोड़ा कोशिश करूंगा कि अपना गाना थोड़ा सा सुधारूं. and I'll give it a try. Are we on C sharp right now?
C sharp. We are on C sharp.
Sa pa ga ga pa da ni dha pa ni da ga ni ga sa कोई सागर दिल को बहलाता नहीं, कोई सागर दिल को बहलाता नहीं, बेखुदी में भी करार आता नहीं, कोई सागर दिल को बहलाता नहीं. Thank you. So, Vivek ji, sometimes the beauty of the art lies in concealing the art.
Correct.
So, what I meant is, काफ़ी कॉम्पोजिशन में आता है कि पहले गाना स्ट्रेट नोट्स के साथ में हो जाता है, उसके बाद में द कंपोजर एंड द सिंगर ब्रिंग द ब्यूटी ऑफ द सॉन्ग. Does any example come to your mind?
Yes, there is a song by none other than R.D. Burman. The film is 1942, A Love Story. It begins like with few notes and then, oh my goodness, it like goes everywhere. The song goes like this.
Bah, this is the perfect segue for me to now introduce a legendary artist who very kindly agreed to join our workshop at a very late hour, obviously, in India. First, I'm going to unhide the video. So, देखिए दोस्तों, गायकी समझने में जिंदगी लग जाती है. I think I'm hearing a little bit of an echo. Kavita ji, if you can mute it for a second, let me just introduce you and then you can unmute yourself. Come on, second. गायकी समझने में जिंदगी भर लग जाती है, लेकिन उसका एहसास एक पल में हो जाता है. आज हमारे साथ एक ऐसे कलाकार है जिन्होंने हमें कई सुरीले पल दिए. I can talk about the 25,000 songs in 20 plus languages that she has sung for composers like Lakshmi Pareji, R.D. Burman, Jatin Lalit, Ismail Darbarji, A.R. Rahman. I can talk about 4 Filmfare or the plethora of other awards, the Civilian Honor, Bestowed Honor. लेकिन बेहतर ये होगा कि मैं कम बोलूं ताकि वो ज़्यादा बोल सके आज. Please welcome Padma Shri Kavita Krishnamurthy Subramaniam. You just need to unmute yourself, Kavita ji. You just need to unmute yourself.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
hi Raju, and namaste to Vivek ji. So nice to see him. And also to Manoj ji and a lot of and a lot of the other people whom I know. Namaste to them, and hello to everybody who's joined in this program. Well, I think I've been listening to you, and I think it's a very, very nice subject that you've chosen, Raju, because there's so many things that you can do with a song, and there are so many times you have to do less with the song, especially when it's a Bollywood song and it's script based. Sometimes you have to understate yourself because it's script based, right? Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Now, like Vivek ji's played Dil Ne Kaha Chupke Se, right? Now, Dil Ne Kaha Chupke Se, to a certain extent, it was filmed on Manisha, and she was a young girl from the hills. So though it's based, like he played the beginnings of Rag Nand, which is very true. It's got the notes of Rag Nand, Rag Des. It's a combination. You don't realize that he's actually probably, Pancham Da has played beautifully with two ragas. But the thing is, when I sang this song, the important thing was not to reveal the raga like that, because it's a girl who is from hills, a very simple, young, innocent girl. She's not likely to use a lot of classical embellishments. So when you sing for a Bollywood song, that's what you have to remember, that you can't overdo your embellishments, or you have to understate it somehow. And I'll tell you, especially for Dil Ne Kaha in the Antara, I'll tell you what happened and what Pancham Da told me. Okay, I think it was in the original scale. Okay, so the tendency would be to do Titliyon ne kaha. Like it's Titliyon se suna, right? Okay, the thing would be you would be, because it's a rag based song, you'd be the Titliyon se suna. Okay, but Pancham Da would tell me तितलियों नहीं चाहिए वो, because वो जो घुलाई है वो अंग से जो जा रहा है वो नहीं चाहिए, मुझे straight note चाहिए, because it's a young girl who doesn't know music who's singing, and it's got to have a common appeal. So you do तितलियों से सुना, okay, and small things like da 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 da, then da 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 da. Oh, I would say, this would be the tendency, right? But you don't know. You have to syncopate this so that the song sounds more beautiful. That was Pancham Da style. So a lot of times, even with Lakshmi ji, I kind of noticed there was a song which I sang for Lakshmi Kant Pyarelal. There again, it was a song that I really thought was a very nice composition, but again I had to underplay because it actually was a very oofy song in the film. It was not a straightforward song. It was one of those very, a song sung in a room with red lights on and that kind of a thing. So you couldn't normally use a normal harkat you would do. Well, okay, it's very difficult for me to sing at this hour, especially when I'm floundering. But anyway, I'll try to explain this.
It's coming out beautifully.
The song was सुरमई अंधेरा है ये भी तो तुम्हारा है. Okay, so my tendency was सुरमई अंधेरा है ये भी तो तुम्हारा है. Okay, but Lakshmi ji told me, Kavita ji, this woman is trying to entice that man and it's got to sound different. ये हरकतें, ये जो चाहे दारा, ये सब नहीं चलेगा इस गाने में. ये सब हरकत आप निकाल दीजिए. So finally ended up singing दारा सुरमई अंधेरा है ये भी तो तुम्हारा है. I had to change the thing. So when you do a song, there are a lot of embellishments which you can normally do in a ghazal, or if you're singing a typical kind of a geet, you can do it. But when you do a script-based song, you have to look at it differently. And I think one of the most trained singers who was different from Rafi Saab, in the sense Rafi Saab was born with a certain kind of instinct. He grabbed what the music director wanted and outdid everybody, like the way he sang. But Lata ji was very trained. She could have done everything, but if you look at her songs are so measured. There is not a single harkat in a song which you can say this is not required, that this is over. Lata ji ne ye zyada hi drama yahan kiya nahi. She is the most perfect Bollywood singer because every song is measured, and every, like if you see ye sama hai ye pyar ka, there's no extra harkat in it. But when required, Manmohana, Bade Jhoote, it's got all the classic harkats necessary. Bada Dukh Deena, again, it's Yaman Kalyan, but she's not overdone the whole thing. So that's what I think. I would always say Lata ji is like an encyclopedia book for film Bollywood songs, how to use embellishments and how to underplay them also. I think one can really learn from Lata ji.
Beautiful. So you re-emphasize the point that at many times the real art lies in concealing the art and just showing just enough of it.
Yes, you see Kishore Kumar, okay? There is a song which Parveen Sultana ji has sung beautifully, Hame Tumse Pyar Kitna, Ye
Wow.
Hum Nahi Jante, which is in a Thumriyang. But when it came to Kishore Da, did you see his interpretation? Without any harkat, without any extra harkats, any murkis, he passed on the emotion. When the song was sung, we all had tears in our eyes when we heard the song for the first time. Kishore Da with straight notes, with his absolute hitting, there was no extra notes that he took. With straight notes, he was able to express himself. That was Kishore Da. You see,
Wow.
every voice, according to me, every voice has its own measure, okay? Sometimes Manada sounds beautiful with harkat and murkis. Now, there are certain voice like Mukesh Saab, if he tried the same thing, you've heard his song, Jab Game Ishq Kehta Tha. You've heard that song of Rafi Saab, Mukesh ji.
Yeah.
It's a difficult song. But you've seen how Manada would have handled it, but how Mukesh ji has handled it. It's so different. So what I feel is, more than harkat and murkis, you have to do it, but you have to see what's good for your own personality. Kaun si harkat hai which suits my voice? If I'm picking up Lata ji's voice to sing on stage, believe me, I cannot pick up every harkat like Lata ji. There are certain changes which I should make, which will suit my personality, where I'll be able to hit the notes with emotion and with grace notes because it suits my voice. So at the back of our minds, we always have to remember कि ये मेरी आवाज को सूट होता है कि नहीं ये हरकत, क्योंकि certain हरकत्स are natural हमारी आवाज में और certain हरकत्स हमारी आवाज में आएगी नहीं. It will not come in our voice because it's alien to us.
So Kavita ji, that happened to be one of the audience questions. How is Kavita ji able to sing Lata ji's songs with such ease and precision?
I don't know. I used to sing Lata ji's voice when I started singing with Hemanta and Mannada because obviously I didn't have my own songs. I used to sing Lata ji's because I've always been crazy about Lata ji. She's my goddess, Saraswati. And I used to sing it to the best of my ability. But for me, Lata ji is Lata ji. I've heard Lata ji's songs from so many different voices. But ultimately, when everybody finishes their song, I'll go back and listen to Lata ji's original. Because I don't think I've got that kind of perfection. I sang Kya Janu Sajan, you remember?
Yeah,
Dil Mein Pyar
Dil Mein Pyar Vyar.
That is Lata ji's original song. Now that you reminded me about this thing, let me go to Dil Mein Pyar, the original film of Dil Mein Pyar Vyar ka song, Kya Janu Sajan. It was a Rajesh Khanna movie. I don't remember the song, but it also had this other song, Aja Piya Tohe Pyar Du. Aja Piya Tohe Pyar Du. Okay. Now, here, this is what I'm coming to harkat. Supposing somebody had been given the song, Main Jo Nahi Hari, Sajan Zara Socho. Anybody could have done, Main Jo Nahi Hari, Sajan Zara Socho. You can do that, right? But what did Lata ji do there? Main Jo, she sings Socho. Remember, she's reading the script like that. She reads the lyrics like that. She sings, Main Jo Nahi Hari, Sajan Zara Socho. Main Jo Nahi Hari, Sajan Zara Socho. Socho. Think. Socho. Socho. How would you say so? Socho.
Wow.
Sajan Zara Socho.
Wow.
Who taught Lata ji that? That's what I would say is harkat gaiki in a song. When you express words like that.
Beautiful. So legends are also inspired by other legends, and you already mentioned a few. Kavita ji, who inspired your gaiki? See, you were the singer of choice when the song had a really solid classical or semi-classical basis, and yet you also sang Hawa Hawaii. So who influenced your gaiki as a singer?
God has been so kind, Raju. And the thing is, when I reached Bombay and I was studying there, the very first person I sang on stage was Hemant Kumarji. Hemanta called me then he called me on sets, and I sang my first song with Lataji for a Bengali film called Shriman Prithviraj. It was a Tagore song, Shokhi Bhabuna Kahari Boli. And I those days you had to sing with the artist in a studio. So she was sharing there were two mics in the artist's cabin. That led to then I sang with Manada for 18 years on stage, and I saw how he sang on stage, how he handled his songs. Then singing, dubbing for Lataji. I dubbed for Lataji for almost 7-8 years. I sang all the songs which Lakshmikant Pyarlal composed, and I would sing for the shooting. Finally, Lataji would come and dub. So I sang Bada Dukh Deena and songs like that. And I would see after I finished singing, when the song came in the market, I would see how Lataji had sung it and how she had handled the song. So all this became a big school of learning for me. And there were so many things which I learned I should not do in a song. Like I would like to take a harkat, but it's not necessary. What can be expressed simple and straight, better to do that rather than take, a harkat which is not necessary in a song. All these great singers. I remember I sang one duet with Manada, and Manada looked at me and said, "Is note ka sahara kyun tumne liya? Why did you take why did you step on this note?" I said, I got surprised for a minute. I'll tell you this song. It was, I tell you, the sound does it. Soche ke Tungadan ke chandrama ho. This was a sound, okay? I was doing tum sagar. This is what I did in the rehearsal. Without realizing, I sang it like that. Extra harkat aayega. Wow, I can sing all these things, He said, तुम एकदम वर्ड को तुमने डिस्ट्रॉय किया है. Why did you use that हरकत? Why are you taking that Sahara of the note? You should go I was doing You see the difference? Wow. Now that's the way they look at a song. They look at every word like that before they go into the mic. Every word, not one extra note required. I think that is a very important thing for artists to learn.
Beautiful.
Like one more thing before I finish, I want to say is like he was playing that song, with one of my favorite songs of Ravi Shankar ji. Hai re wo din kyun aaye. Right? Supposing I had done Hai re wo. Supposing I had done that. Hai re wo din kyun aaye. I would have destroyed the song. It doesn't require this. मैं करेक्ट बोल रही हूँ विवेक जी? हाँ, मैं करेक्ट बोल रही हूँ ना? वो डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाता गाना, पर लता जी ने वो पूरा सितार अंग वॉइस में लाके हाय रे वो दिन क्यों ना, जो मीन अंग से जो सितार बजता है, तो बहुत सारी जगह you have to control ourselves और सोचने कि ये नोट जरूरी है कि नहीं जरूरी है.
Absolutely.
That's artistry, I think.
Beautiful. So beautiful. Kavita ji, how are you holding up? We called you at a very late hour. There are questions coming in, but I want to make sure you feel up to it and I don't keep you any longer.
It's lockdown. We get up at any time and we are used to sleeping very late, so it's okay.
Okay, so
my husband does music at night. He's used to doing composing at night, so I'm used to it, completely used to it. You can ask me a couple of questions. Go ahead.
Okay. So
I want to let Vivek ji talk, so I'll answer a couple of questions and I'll back off. Okay?
Oh, sorry, what was that, Kavita ji?
I said I'll answer a couple of questions, then you and Vivek ji and you take over.
Okay.
The show.
Okay. Cool. Picking examples from your song. Sorry, there's a lot of echo coming in.
Yeah. Oh, really?
So, No, that's okay. But you don't mute right.
That's okay. But you don't mute right.
I'll try to talk through it.
I'll try to talk through it.
Um, so picking your song as an example is like picking a favorite flower from the tulip gardens in Amsterdam. Whatever I pick, I'm going to have regrets about the songs I did not pick. लेकिन एक दो example है. Maar Dala, right? The question is, that song was magic at many levels, but how much of the magic comes from the composer? How much is the singer allowed to improvise, right? Like if you go to the Antara, Na Chand Hateli Par Sajaya, it starts like an ad-lib bala, then the lay increases, and then there's a crossover to Kaato Ko Bhi Gale Se Lagaya. I mean, we could learn for years just on that one stanza and figure out all the things that you've done and Ismail Darwaji might have contributed. So if you can just give us a glimpse of how that music became.
Yeah, I'll tell you about Mardala, but there are different kinds of music directors that A.R. Rahman normally lets you record on the track. You can sing the lines 10 different ways, and finally he cuts and pastes and takes what he likes. Lakshmi ji was very particular about how you sang his song. Ismail Darbar is also another music director who doesn't like any extra phrases. He's very, very strict about the way he wants a song. He won't allow you to take too many liberties. Like if you say, Nachan Hatheli Par, okay? But he'll sing, Nachan, वो हारमोनियम पे बजाते नचान हथेली पर, he'll sing like that. But so you have to understand नचान हथेली पर, and the timing, the speed of the harkat, okay? I can do nachan hetheli par on beat to beat. It won't work. I have to pull and slow down the harkat. Nachan hetheli par sajaya. You know, I have to drag the harkat. He's singing it, but I have to drag it. These are in between the lines which I have to understand. But the extra notes he doesn't like. He doesn't like extra notes at all.
Wow. Similarly, it's a very different song. A.R. Rahman saab ke liye, Tumhari Adaon Pe Main Wari Wari. The song seems to have a mind of its own.
Yeah, it actually, when the song came in the market and I first heard it, I myself was surprised because when I sang it, I didn't know how it's going to sound because I was returning back from Scotland and came to London and they said, no, don't fly back tomorrow. Shift your flight to tomorrow. Stay back in London tonight and do the song. Javed ji knew I was in London because we were in the same hotel. So they saw me and they said, Kata ji, you have to do the song tonight. So I went to the studio at 12 o'clock at night and Rahman gave me a few lines to sing. And I recorded till 4 o'clock in the morning and then left for the airport. So I really don't know what I did in the song, but I only know that Tumhari adaon pe main wari wari, that line, no? I did Tumhari adaon pe main wari wari, main wari wari, main wari wari, main wari wari. I would have done this, okay? Then I would have har ek baat pe jaise, har ek baat pe jaise. All those kind of things. I kept on singing. Some good harkat, some bad harkat. I kept on doing each line. I gave him 6, 7 variations of each line. He said, Gaate jao. He just recorded everything and then he did the cut, paste, everything. So when I heard the song, he had taken a harkat from here and he had taken another phrase from here. That's what I realized. So that's how the song got done.
Wow. So,
and by the way, the whole track, it was just like a harmonium. It was just one sa. The track had only one sa. On that one sa, I had to sing the whole song. There was nothing in the track. The track was made up. For me, it was made after I finished singing it.
Wow, that's an incredible story. So it was literally a night in London, and history gets created in a manner of speaking. So Richa Dubey is asking us, how do you even prepare and sing Hawa Hawaii? It almost, you need to have an element of craziness to bring that song out. So how did that song come to be?
Hawa Hawaii, actually happened at a time when we were still dubbing a lot of songs for Lakshmi ji for other artists, and I was supposed to sing this song for Asha Bhosle. So when I came on the one day before, I learned the song, then went home and I kept on practicing chiki lucky chiki lucky chum so that I wouldn't stumble on those words. Then when we came on the sets the next day at 1:30 in the afternoon, 100 musicians, 40 chorus singers. Then Javed Saab walks in at 2 o'clock. Some musicians had added Asipisi, Lassi Tusi. The words kept on being added from 2 words. Finally, Javed Saab came and said, I like the word Mombasa. It should finish with Mombasa. Then Lakshmi ji composed the whole thing there and then at the sets. Then I learned the whole thing, then went with the orchestra in between the hall, stood there, rehearsed with them twice. And then as we were rehearsing, every time I would say, Chi hua hua, the musicians would start laughing. I would start laughing. Then Pyare Bhai got very angry. He came inside and said, producer का पैसा सब खर्च हो रहा है, तुम लोग आप लोग ऐसे serious हो जाइए, serious होके गाना करना है. And I also got very nervous. So very seriously I went to the mic and sang this song very seriously. But it was the first fun song, the first naughty song I ever sang in my life, and I really learned a lot from this song. And then finally, 6 months later, they told me, Kavita ji, we are keeping the song in your voice. We are not getting it dubbed by any other artist, not even Asha ji. This song will stay in your voice. That's what happened. Then that's the time I told Lakshmi ji, I have sung the words wrong. आप मेरे को वापस डब करवाइए. He said, क्या गाया आपने? मैंने क्या जानू जो तुमने के बदले, first time I said जीनू जो तुमने बात छुपाई. He said, कविता जी, वो श्रीदेवी जी ने ऐसा डांस किया किसी को पता भी नहीं चलेगा, और आप दोबारा ये गाना ऐसे गा ही नहीं सकती, तो ये गाना ऐसा ही रहेगा.
That is an amazing story. So, Kavita ji, every moment with you is a privilege. It brings new learning for me and hundreds of people who are listening to the live stream, and the video also goes on. I also understand there'll be other digital platforms on which you might be available later this summer. We'll wait to hear about that. It's past 11 p.m. आपने हमारे लिए वक्त निकाला और दिलो जान से हमें ये एहसास दिया कि कहाँ कैसा लगाव लगना चाहिए और कहाँ क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. So तहे दिल से शुक्रिया. Good night. Stay healthy.
Don't thank me, Raju. I love the subject. I'm happy to be. You're like a younger brother. I'm happy to be with you. Hello, my good luck and my best wishes to everybody. Everybody, please stay safe, stay healthy. I'm happy to share my music with you.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to Vilas too. You remember him playing the harmonica at a previous event.
Hello, namaste Kavita ji. So nice to hear you.
Yes, namaskar ji. So nice to see you.
So Raju,
nice to see you. Namaste.
Do you hear me?
Vivek? Yeah, Vivek, go ahead.
Yes,
Before, so to Kavita ji's point, right? So one thing which this is my personal experience with Vinatai, and while she is on, I just wanted to make sure that I share that. So we were practicing with Vinatai, and the song, I mean, she always used to do classical, and she was like specialized in Kabir. So Kabir bhajan she would always sing. And in fact, we had done a full Kabir concert as well. So the Kabir bhajan that she was practicing, or we were practicing with her, was very famous. Sunta hai Guru Gyani. And that thing is like so haunting. Sunta, you can go and listen to Vinatai's version or Kumarji's version.
I've heard it a long time ago. I've heard that, and I've also heard what she sang for Khale Saab. I heard that too.
Yeah, Khale Saab,
Yes.
Correct. We played some of those compositions as well. But in this composition specifically, she told me and Abhinay was playing with tabla that we should not do any embellishment in this. The words are such and the song mood is such.
Sorry, I lost your last sentence.
Sorry. No, that was me. Sorry, Vivek. Sorry, we lost you in the last bit.
No, I saw that. So she said, don't do any kind of embellishment in this song. The way the song goes, the way Kumarji has composed it, it just needs to be sung without doing much of anything, and that creates the impact. And it was such a thing.
Yes, why don't you play that for me? Just a line to show the people what exactly.
What a song! What a song!
No, Vivekji, when you talk, we couldn't hear the harmonium. Can you just play the harmonium?
It's very simple. Nothing. No need
जी,
to.
मैं बात कर- Yes, what you said is right. I believe in this कि mean ang, whichever artist has a strong mean ang, they are the ones who live for many, many years in our hearts. क्योंकि mean ang is the basic root of any good music. वो अंग इंडियन सिंगिंग में नहीं हो तो सिर्फ हरकतों और उससे नहीं चल सकता. वो मीन अंग ही रूट है हमारा सिंगिंग का, है ना?
Very much.
बहुत अच्छी बात कही आपने. You said a beautiful thing. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to be with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Kavita ji. Really appreciate it.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
ओके विवेक जी, तो कविता जी ने बहुत अच्छा सेगवे दिया हमें. मीन,
Yes.
if you can expand on.
Absolutely. So let's. I mean, she said like golden words, right? Without mean, our music doesn't exist. So mean is
Right.
the biggest thing, and mean simply is when you go from one note to other in a sliding manner. You don't jump. It's a slide in and out. So the best example of mean, right? So there are 2 or 3 songs that come to my mind right away for mean. The first song that comes to my mind is the title song of Khilona, sung by Rafi Saab.
Wow.
The whole thing begins with a mean. The song, the beginning of the song is mean. It goes like this. That's the beat right there.
Okay, if you can give the scale, I'll try it.
Sure.
ओ खिलौना जान कर तुम तो मेरा दिल तोड़ जाते हो. ओ मुझे इस हाल में किसके सहारे छोड़ जाते हो.
What a beautiful song. And remember, there are 2 means here. So one is very clear. That's the first way. But the Khilona, that na word, descends from sa to pa very quickly, and that's the mean. Khilona. Raju, please sing it again. I just want to make sure that na word you sang so beautifully. Let that 2 means be shown again.
I make sure I'm putting the scale here too. Oh, खिलौना.
क्या बात. So that's the beauty of the meaning. And now another song comes to my mind. Which is again here it's Hardy, and again just as we were discussing earlier with Kavita ji, the movie is Kitar, and the scene is the Indian driver who is singing this song. So clearly Indian driver's mean won't be classical. So it's not classical. It's very strange. It's very weird. It's like a Sholay-like scene where it's a big coal engine and all this stuff happening.
Right.
Song goes like this.
Ah.
That's the meaning. 2 minutes. Ta-ra! And then what a beautiful meal here.
तो मुझे याद आया विलास दा, there's so much more music to share and so many stories, लेकिन मींड पे आपने एक बहुत ही it was such a touching story. If you can quickly tell us that part of an anecdote that you shared some time back.
You are referring to Rasik Balma?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean the story behind the Rasik Balma is so inspiring and touching. This was the song in Shuddh Kalyan. So when this was being recorded, तो नरगिस जी ने जब ये सुना लता जी के मुंह से, तो नरगिस जी ने कहा कि भाई मुझे कोई ग्लिसरीन विसरीन मत लगाओ, ये गाना अपने आप काम कर जाएगा और आंसू अपने आप बहने लग जाएंगे. And exactly that's how it happened. And then the second story of this is like Mehboob Khan, who was Oscar nominee for Mother India. He was not very well and he was admitted in hospital in Los Angeles. तो उन्होंने लता जी ने उनको कॉल किया कि भी कैसे हो आपकी तबीयत वगैरह, तो उन्होंने कहा कि वो आप रसिक बलमा गाना गाइए. तो लता जी ने कहा कि वो चोरी चोरी वाला, बोले हाँ वही गाइए. तो वो गाना जब लता जी ने गाया तो उन्हें इतना अच्छा लगा. तो लता जी वो जब तक थे हॉस्पिटल में डेली वो गाना गाती थी उनके लिए. एंड महबूब खान ने बाद में ये सबको बोला कि इन एडिशन टू द फैंटास्टिक स्टाफ ऑफ हॉस्पिटल, दिस गाना रियली हेल्प मी टू रिकूप वेरी फास्ट. तो दिस इज द पावर ऑफ द म्यूजिक.
That is beautiful. So there's a question from Shambhavi Bhaskar ji about Murki, Harkat and clusters of note. So the mean was a beautiful story, but now we'll increase the pace and go to clusters of note, Vivek ji. So if we can share a few things about Murki, Khatka, we have to combine all that so we can give time for audience questions and stuff.
So the song that comes to my mind, if we're talking about Khatka part of it, which is like a hammer, which is like there is a vajan, there is a set of accent that you give. So the one that I can think of is and there are two. If you look at it one way, right? There are two of them, and even the second one, the second part of it, also begins with a huge accent like this. You know the song.
Okay, I'll give it a try with the emphasis you pointed out, right?
Absolutely.
But okay. Nisa re sa ga re ma ga pa ma da pa ni da sa ni da pa ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma pa ga ma re sa Madhuban mein Radhika naache re.
And that nachere, that na part is again the mean that we talked about. So it's based on Rag Hamir. That is the best personification of Hamir in Bollywood. Nachere, that's typical Hamir phrase. This is the pakad of Hamir, and it is exactly how Naushad ji has composed it. The Bhagavad always comes from Nishad. You don't do like nah.
Oh wow! So you really brought it home for me. So Hamir mein the never has got a position by itself. It's the always has to be with me, right? It's like Roberts. He would always have holding at the other end. They hunted in packs.
Yeah.
So Gamadhani सानी द प, तो गाने में भी उन्होंने इतना ब्यूटीफुली मधुबन में राधिका नाचे, वाह. So when the composer follows the rag and it all falls into place, that's why 60-70 साल बाद भी वही गाना अभी भी हम सुन रहे हैं.
Exactly.
तो sometimes, and this is one of the questions, हरकत गाना, और कविता जी ने she already touched on it too, right? But this is the Olympic finals of using Murkia in very 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 light manner, yet showing everything, but showing just enough and no more, right? And Kavita ji said, look, there will never be another singer like Lata ji. What she could do, because she could do things in just the right portion, because she not only had the tools, she knew how to just bring it up. So the signature song is Lag Ja Gale.
क्या बात है.
If you can, Vivek ji, play that song a little bit, and then I know there are some nuances.
Yeah, I'll also tell you a personal story of me about how I was struggling in the song. We were doing the tracks for Wow Singers, and I just wanted to acknowledge Atul Vaidya, who created all the tracks, is online with us. So thank you, Atul, for doing all this.
Thank you, Atul ji, and it's a privilege to have you on this workshop.
That's the song. The antara goes like. Now look at this. How many notes are there? Impossible. And when we were recording this is where my stuff comes in. Everybody. So this is that theory of uncertainty that we learned. Back in engineering college. So I would either get the notes right, or I would get the tal right. I mean, I kept trying and trying, but I could not get both of them right at the same time. So this is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle right here. I just couldn't do that. And such a beautiful, so many notes are there, like 4 or 5 notes come in like quick succession. Some of them are repeated. It goes like this. And then again, the very next line is a mid. I can't find any better example than this.
So, Vivek ji, I was watching your fingers glide like a butterfly on ivory keys there, right? So, if I were to break it down in my words, sa pa ma pa ma pa da pa ma. So, it's one thing to hear the notes which I'll never hear everything that Lata ji is singing, but लेकिन हाफ बीट में वो सब हरकतें दिखाना और वो भी लाइट करके दिखाना, I don't think a lifetime is enough to get that level of proficiency.
And still we can't match her, no matter what. It's impossible. Like what she does is what she does.
Awesome. तो दोस्तों देखिए, शेल्टर इन प्लेस चालू है, वी आर इन आवर ओन होम्स. फिर भी हमारी कोशिश ये है कि ये संगीत का महफिल बनाए रखे. We are on a virtual platform. By the way, the audio is coming through Zoom, not on Facebook Live. On Facebook Live, we could have gotten much better audio quality, but we can only do one artist at a time. But to get this collaboration with Kavita ji, with Vivek ji, we had to go through Zoom, which is not the best audio quality. And now, but it just allows us to collaborate. Hopefully, जो बहुत थोड़ा बहुत ऑडियो क्वालिटी इश्यूज आर हैविंग, आप जरा माफ कर देंगे. तो but the advantage is we get to add more artists, and now we're going to introduce Vilasa, who really needs no introduction in the Bay Area. Okay. He's a versatile and passionate musician. He plays harmonica, keys, flute. He sings and does sound engineering for community events. Welcome, Vilasda. आज हारमोनिका पे आप हमें क्या सुनाएंगे आज?
First of all, thank you very much, Raju and Vivek, and happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody, as well as Eid Mubarak to all my friends who are celebrating it. So, what an auspicious occasion. And first, I was really worried if Kavita ji was there. Probably my harmonica harkate would have been automatically something like this. So itna मैं nervous हो गया था, but good now. I mean, I can probably. So I have picked up.
Vilasda, knowing Kavita ji, she will listen to this video stream tomorrow. मेरी गलतियां तो निकलेगी, लेकिन साथ में कुछ आपके भी.
या तो इसलिए जैसे राजू ने कहा कि टेक्नोलॉजी का थोड़ा सा है, और कविता जी का जो आ रहा है उसकी वजह से अगर कोई इस गरीब से थोड़ी बहुत गलतियां हो गई तो प्लीज़ माफ़ कर देना, क्योंकि इवन दो शी इज़ नॉट देयर राइट नाउ, तो थोड़ा सा प्रेशर है ही है मन में. तो जैसे कविता जी ने कहा कि लता जी वॉज अ परफेक्ट सिंगर, द सेम केस गोज एंड रफ़ी जी ऑल्सो. तो रफ़ी जी वॉज ऑल्सो अ परफेक्ट सिंगर. ही एग्जैक्टली न्यू कौन सा हरकत, कौन सा अलंकार कहाँ कितना यूज़ करना है वगैरह वगैरह. तो ये दोनों टेक्स्ट बुक्स है, लता जी और रफ़ी जी, फॉर एवरी गायक. तो मैंने इनका जो गाना है रफ़ी साहब का, एक मदन मोहन जी का कंपोज किया हुआ तेरी आंखों के सिवा, इसमें एक काफ़ी हरकतें बहुत अच्छी समा गई है.
ओके, ऑलराइट. तेरी आंखों के सिवा, मदन मोहन जी, रफ़ी साहब, लता, ब्यूटीफुल सॉन्ग.
Thank you.
That was amazing, Blaza. That was beautiful, beautiful. So, it's one thing for Rafi Saab and Lata ji to bring this through their vocal cords. You have a harmonia that literally fits in, harmonica which literally fits into your pocket. So, how do you bring all these nuances? Hey, by the way, I didn't expect this workshop to go more than 1 hour. Lekin there is so much engagement, and Kavita ji had so many stories to share, and I still have questions coming in. I only set 30 minutes extra buffer, so 11:30 our Zoom link might stop, and I don't know how to extend it without disrupting the Facebook live stream. But we'll try and quickly cover this topic and one more segment that Vivek ji has, and try and even take a few questions. So, Vilas, if you can show us quickly those ornaments that even a harmonica can do, and gosh, I can imagine the degree of difficulty here.
Right. So harmonica has got its own harkate or ornamentation. The first one is called hand flickering, which we do. So this is a hand flickering, and then second is the tongue flickering. This song without tongue flickering will be like Vivek ji said, it will be just dal chawal. It won't taste like a biryani. Then another harkat on harmonica is you play the notes very quickly. So that's another harkat. And the last one is, this is a slider. So when you press the slider, you go to the next scale. So this is a F harmonica. So if I press this, it becomes a F sharp. So these are the harkate that are there, and which I have used in Teri Aankhon Ke Siwa. I can just play the mukhda quickly. Thank you, dosto. Thank you.
That was beautiful, Vilas. Thank you. Vilas is such a versatile musician. He's passionate. He does so many things, but he just does it in a very humble, community-oriented manner. So I'm thrilled to have you come and show this side of your talent to our audience as well. As that was wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, so Vivek ji. So we covered the ornaments. We covered Kanswar, Meen, Murki, Khatka, vagare, right? There is one structure in Indian semi-classical music, which is it gives you pre-packaged ornaments, जैसे accessories है, झुमका है या चूड़ियाँ हैं, जिसमें already the jewels are placed, and that is Rag Sangeet, because Rag gives you some of those ornaments already built into it, and when you sing a song that is Rag based, those ornaments automatically come out.
Yeah.
आपका favorite Rag कौन सा है Rag Sangeet के लिए?
The king of all rags, Yaman. That's the most favorite. That's my favorite. And it has all kinds of songs. You like any kind of mood, whatever it is. This rag is. There are infinite number of songs in the rag, literally, endlessly.
तो हो जाए एक बट बिफोर यू गो देयर, यमन राग की खासियत ये है कि इसमें हैप्पी मूड, सैड मूड, कव्वाली, कैबरे, सब कुछ एक ही राग में फिट हो जाता है. whereas शिवरंजनी is more a melancholy tune, Durga brings out the more spiritual side of you, पहाड़ी is for romantic धुन. ये क्या वजह है कि यमन राग is able to carry all of Bollywood on its shoulders and sustain all these different moods?
I don't know. It's a great question, and there can be many answers. I don't claim to know the perfect answer for that. My answer could be interpreted many different ways, but here are my thoughts on it. Right? the way Yaman or the Kalyan third goes, not the Rag per se, but the third goes is like this. It's Sarigama Padani, sir. There is a Sariga and there is a Padani. And if you look at it, if you make Pa as your Sa, then Sariga and Padani are same notes. It's exactly same, no difference. And they are joined in the middle by what is geometric center of the octave, which is Tivrama. So here is Rag, this is how I look at it. It's perfectly symmetric on both sides, and the one note which is joining right in the middle is the geometric mean of the octave. Now, is this a reason? Could be. I think that's one of the reasons. There can be lots of other things, but this is how I look at Yaman. Perfect symmetry.
फैंटास्टिक. तो विवेक जी, आप हैं, मैं हूँ, वी आर नॉट इन द सेम रूम, बट एटलीस्ट वी आर देयर ऑन द सेम डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म. तो हो जाए एक यमन जुगलबंदी. मेरे पा मरे गए रे ग माधा मरे गे रे पा मारे मागे सागरे नीरे सा. वो शाम कुछ अजीब थी, ये शाम भी अजीब है. वो कल भी पास पास थी, वो आज भी करीब है. वो शाम कुछ अजीब थी. Sorry, it seemed to mute it a little bit. Vivek ji, your audio, can you play? आंसू भरी है ये जीवन की राहें, कोई उनसे कह दे हमें भूल जाए. आंसू भरी है. देखिए विवेक जी, पहले से ही सब अपने अपने घर में बंद है, तो अब सैड मूड ज्यादा नहीं दिखाते, तो यमन राग में ही जरा ब्राइटन कर देते मूड को जरा. आज सवेरे मिलते हैं, उन्हें देख के तारे खिलते हैं, लेते हैं विदायक दूजे से, कहते हैं चले आना. जब दीप जले आना, जब शाम ढले आना.
Beautiful, beautiful.
तो अर्ली 2000 में देयर वाज अ मूवी शाहरुख खान के साथ में, एक नहीं बल्कि दो हीरोइन थे. आई थिंक इफ आई एम नॉट मिस्टेकन, जूही चावला एंड सोनाली बेंद्रे, राइट. इट वाज अ टोटल रॉक काइंड ऑफ सॉन्ग था, लेकिन फिर भी द बेसिस ऑफ द सॉन्ग वाज राग यमन. सो बाय द वे, since we're getting several questions about Vivek ji, how to reach you, whether they people who want to be a musician or they're just singers who want to learn harmonium so they can improve their own singing by getting the right chording, etc. So Vivek ji can be reached at vivekdatar@yahoo.com, vivekdatar@yahoo.com. It's also posted on the Facebook event page. He's been teaching for 20 years and he delivers this with such humility. I would obviously recommend him as a teacher if you're interested in this. Okay, but he's also got a karaoke singing platform called Wow Singers, where in addition to all the background music, you get the harmonium leads to teach you the nuances. So I'm now going to just demonstrate one of his tracks. ये भी राग यमन में ही है और वो रॉक वाला गाना है. कब मैंने ये सोचा था, कब मैंने ये जाना था, कब मैंने ये सोचा था, कब मैंने ये जाना था. तुम इतने बदल जाओगे, तुम इतना मुझे चाहोगे, तुम इतना प्यार करोगे, तुम यूं इकरार करोगे. मेरे महबूब मेरे सनम, शुक्रिया मेहरबानी करम. मेरे महबूब मेरे सनम, शुक्रिया मेहरबानी करम. तो दिस एंड्स. तो मैं भी कहना चाहूँगा कि शुक्रिया मेहरबानी. आप इतने सारे लोगों ने इतना प्यार और प्रोत्साहन दिया. यू सपोर्टेड अस एट द इवेंट, यू सेंड लॉट ऑफ योर क्वेश्चंस. We used up the full 1.5 hours almost. Is there a way for me to extend the Zoom meeting without stopping the Facebook live stream? When you go through all these technology bridges, I don't know whether there's a way for me to extend the meeting. I'm going to see if we can take at least some of the questions. If possible, I'll extend the meeting. Otherwise, in about 3 minutes, we'll stop, because I didn't expect workshop 1.5 घंटा जाएगा और सब लोग रहेंगे Facebook stream में. अच्छा, ये जो हरकत मुर्कियाँ ये वगैरह है, इज इट ओनली एप्लीकेबल टू ओल्ड सेमी क्लासिकल सॉन्ग्स या कंटेम्प्रेरी सॉन्ग्स में भी उसका इस्तेमाल होता है, विवेक जी?
Yeah. It's used in all kinds of music, whether it's contemporary, old, new, doesn't matter. It's used literally everywhere. Without that, it's things are bland. So you always use them. The degree to which you use them depends on the mood of the song, the words. If it's a film song, then situation. But it's 100% used all the time.
So if you can give me F sharp.
Sure.
I just want to show कि सेमी क्लासिकल गाने में और आइटम गाने में इतना फर्क भी नहीं है. I'll just give a song example. I'm going to take Carnatic Rag Kannada.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hear a little bit more of the harmonium? Tarare na 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 na. I think I'll put the tanpura on because I'm not able to hear the scale much. Sorry.
Oh, I see. Should I play a little louder?
I think so. Tararina na 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 tararina tararina na 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 मुन्नी बदनाम हुई डार्लिंग तेरे लिए मुन्नी बदनाम हुई डार्लिंग तेरे लिए तो देखिए हरकतें यहाँ भी है वहाँ भी है आई वुडंट डू द सेम घमक तो नहीं लगाऊंगा लेकिन इवन इन एन आइटम सॉन्ग दीज सेम ornaments come on. So it's 11:30. The meeting is not stopping. Looks like the live stream is okay. Okay. Let me see if we can take some more questions now. Hey, folks, I just want to make sure the Facebook live stream is still on. Can you post me a message? Oh gosh, we're getting song requests वगैरह. That was not the point of the program. लेकिन फिर भी अगर एक line विवेक जी रंजिशी सही in राग यमन they are asking.
Oh my God, sure. No problem.
हाँ हाँ तो ये गाना आपने जो बजाया है वो if people can go and listen to the live version of Mehndi Hasan Saab.
Beautiful.
दिल ये दुखाने के लिए I mean, he sings like 30 varieties of just the us phrase mein, and it's all still in Yaman Kalyan. So this is a fantastic song. Okay, so good thing is Zoom is giving us grace periods. It's not stopping me at the 1.5 hours that I had scheduled, and people are able to see the live stream. They're confirming it. Okay, I'm looking at more questions here. Oh, so Devshi Pindoria, he's asking, it's for Kavita ji, but I brought this question up so I can try and answer it. Maybe some of you can share your perspective too. So Kavita ji said she recorded many different versions of the song, and then it was A.R. Rahman Sahib who really mixed it into the final version. Now, is that how songs are recorded these days? So I can tell you that was definitely how A.R. Rahman Sahib did it, because I heard it from both Kavita ji and Asha Bhosle ji. When Asha Bhosle ji for Rangila, she sang Tanha Tanha. I mean, first of all, she sang, यार हमारे ज़माने में बम्बई में होता था, अब हमें मद्रास जाना पड़ता है. And then वहाँ मैं जाके I was expecting कि सब गाने वाले बजाने वाले सब होंगे. ARR is sitting in a room all by himself. There's a really big synthesizer, and uspe he's giving her a single scale and a metronome and saying, "You just sing the song." So she sang the song, and then all the layers were added. So and Kavita ji shared the same thing. So yes, Devshi, looks like it's a pretty contemporary thing to do, where singers record multiple version, and then the composer and the arranger, they bring in their arrangement. तो मैं आप लोग से पूछना चाहूंगा कि we had monolithic bands where 50-100 musicians would get into a room. अगर कुछ अगर composer को सही नहीं लगा तो everybody would start over, right? And today you have amazing technology, makes it very convenient. Even in shelter in place, people are recording, right? So which one do you prefer? First Vivek ji and maybe Vilasda.
I've seen, I mean, the way you record, right? I mean, clearly Atul is online, who is absolute master at doing these things at a professional level. I prefer the old way because the give and take that used to happen in between musicians is nowadays is simply not there. Secondly, the skill that people had will erode with time, because you can always re-record certain bars or like the entire thing, and you can record in like small pieces and all those things, right? Olden time, both musicians and singers, they had to be perfect for whatever duration, 3-4 minutes of the song, right? And I can tell you by experience that being perfect for 4 minutes is extremely difficult. Being perfect for 10 seconds is difficult. You make mistakes, right? And these people didn't make any mistakes and produced thousands and thousands of songs like that. You know, it's just incredible to think of it. So to short answer, I like the old way. I see that it's not going to survive, but you know, that's the way it is. What can we do?
Yeah, in fact, I also support the same sentiments because that what we say that the music connects the hearts, right? So when you are singing in a group with the whole orchestra, that connectivity is not there. And even though Vivek ji has said that in those 4 minutes everyone has to be perfect, but still I have seen couple of songs, even किशोर दा, आशा जी ने कन्फेस किया है कि एक बार उन्होंने किशोर जी का एक तान गा दिया बीच में, तो किशोर दा बोले कि रहने दो, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट, एंड देन उन्होंने वो जब पिक्चराइजेशन में हीरोइन के मुंह पे हाथ रख के उसको कवर अप कर लिया. So all those things will vanish, but like Vivek ji said, this digital world one day or the other is going to hump over everything, and that has to be a new reality which we'll have to accept.
Awesome. So Vijay Kumar, he posted it earlier. By the way, he writes beautiful blogs, and hopefully if he's watching, he's going to cover this event too. So we had to put a poll on the event page to see which singer inspires you the most. Right? I'm hearing a little bit of static in one of the. Okay. I wonder from where it is. Okay. No, but if you're all unmuted, you can't answer the question. You can unmute when my question's done. So we had put a poll on the event page asking which singer inspires you as a singer, and I thought could be Kishore Da. He's the most relatable singer. It could be Rafi Saab. You know, he brings so much divinity, but we got a surprise. The number one choice was Mukesh Saab, and one song they brought out was Kahi Dur Jab Din Dhal Jaye. Right now, that I don't think of that song when I think about ornaments, but I listen to it. It just hits me right here. So, what is it? So there are different levels and levels of ornaments, but there is something that makes a song resonate with you. So if you can share a perspective on. Okay, Vilasda, jump in. I know you're waiting to jump in there.
Yeah, the most important aspect of Mukesh ji's gaiki was directly he used to sing from the heart, not from the throat or tongue or whatever you call it, and that is why he is famous for soulful singing. So, and lot of movies also which were made particularly for Raj Kapoor and those heroes, so where everybody could see themselves in those situations, in those movies. So that's why probably Mukesh touched many hearts. And another point is because in this Gaiki, Mukesh had a lower scale, Kishorda was able to sing much higher, and Rafi साहब तो काफी ऊपर गाते थे, उनकी तो कोई सीमा नहीं थी. So many of the singers like me, I mean, I don't have a high range, so I feel comfortable in singing Mukesh ji's songs. So probably that may be one of the reasons everybody can hum his songs very easily.
That's a great perspective. Vivek ji?
Same as what Vilas. I mean, there is a famous sentence in Katiyar, right? The Katiyar का the old नाटक. आदमी का दिल और दिमाग के बीच आदमी का गला होता है.
Huh.
So it depends. So both have equal thing. Every person is different. Some people sing from dimag, some people sing from. So
Wow.
obviously, I mean, Mukesh was singing more from dil.
So, एक मेरे भी जहन में एक ये आया, राइट. सी, ऐसे नहीं कि सिर्फ रफ़ी साहब या मन्ना दा ही हरकत इस्तेमाल कर रहे थे, राइट. किशोर दा, हम लोग कहते हैं मैं शराबी हूँ, तुमने भी शायद यही सोच लिया. हाँ, पदा पमा पमा गा मा गा रे गा रे सा. हाँ, तो क्या इतना लाइटली किशोरदा ने कर दिया. बट इफ आई रियली वांट टू पुट द हेडफोन्स राइट इनटू माय ईयर्स एंड कीप, वो शराबी के लहजे में आई कैन हियर पदा पमा पमा गा मा गा रे सा. हाँ, लोग के. So, it's amazing. By the way, मैंने एक it was a miss on my part. I introduced Manoj ji as Kaviraj's son, but there is a very important part of this introduction I forgot. He was also a musician. He was a violinist for S.D. Burman, R.D. Burman, and when you hear the question, he's saying the monolithic bands coordinating 5 minutes ke liye, he's saying I can vouch for what it would take. You might think it's easy. It really takes a lot, but there's a certain beauty and charm to it. Okay, so I think we had a lot of fun. We could go on for forever, but we should, I think, bring this to a close. So let me see if there are any other questions that people are already posted that I forgot. No, we covered this item song. Mukesh bhai we covered. Oh, sorry यार, एक मेनन साहब ने एक ताल के बारे में, hopefully you can hear the audio. I'm going to play it. Okay. Is it too low? Otherwise, I'll play it from my Bluetooth speaker. Can you?
No problem.
Oh, you can hear it?
Yes.
Good.
कोई ये कैसे बताए कि वो तन्हा क्यों है, वो जो अपना था वही और किसी का क्यों है.
So, Menon was saying for some reason I struggle with the tal. By the way, he sings Rafi's songs. He has done his own compositions. Udit Narayan ji has sung. Okay. Yet, even he's saying there are some songs, the rhythm kind of challenges me. And, he's also humble enough to admit it. Vijay, what is the challenge in the rhythm in this song?
Yeah, so
Mr. Tal in your blog.
it is challenging. The reason is like there is no, it's waltz or dadra, right? It's da di na da di na da di na. That's how it's going. There
Okay.
is
For,
no
for people who might not be following classical music, you can approximate dadra to waltz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, go ahead.
So it's the waltz and dadra are exactly same. So it's a 6-beat tal, often used. There is no teka for this thing. The teka is taken by the guitar and other strumming, which is going on in the behind. So it's kind of hard to figure out what is what. So one way to solve this problem, it takes a little bit of time, but it works, is to actually write down the entire song in 6 bars, or like 1 bar of 6 dadina datina, and mark out each points where the sum is the first beat of the tal, so where the sum hai, and then where each line begins. So if you do that exercise and then read it out that way, it becomes much more clearer. And then another way of doing the same thing is sing the song simply on the dadra first, without listening to all the other background things, because they might sometimes confuse. There is no clear teka going on. There is lot of music playing in the background.
Yeah.
और उस music से वो teka निकालना है.
Okay.
That takes a
So-
little time, but that's how to address this.
So I remember another teacher doing the same thing with me. So I would sing the song as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 9. So I'll singing the song but using the beats as the units of my phrase, right? So that's
Yeah, and in Carnatic music and as well as in Indian music, right? If something is starting off the tal, let's say it's starting 1 beat after or 2 beats after, then there are standard ways you can count it. So you can either count 1, 2, or you can say taka, tirakita. There are certain tabla phrases that if you recite in your mind, they help you to exactly count up to the point where you want to start. And people don't know because you are counting in your head. They think you are perfect in tal, but you are actually starting somewhere and you are doing a mental arithmetic, mental math of getting there.
Gotcha. So I think people would like to be here a long time, but all good things need to come to an end. दोस्तों, उम्र भर फनकार के सीने से बहता है लहू, उम्र भर फनकार के सीने से बहता है लहू, तब कहीं जाके कोई लफ्ज महक देता है. ये किसी बड़े शायर ने लिखा है या हमारे अपने समीर खेरा ने लिखा है. Either way I got to credit him. The art of singing is a lifelong quest. We hope our guest today inspired you or at least intrigued you to stay on this quest. Stay healthy, keep singing. We'll sign off with a goodbye tune. Vivek ji.
Thank you.